All right. This has been cooking for about an hour and a half on the Blackstone. And of course, we let it cool down a little bit for the show. And I want to show you what it looks like. This is my pork Wellington. We're going to put it on a little cutting board right there. It's going to be tender. It's going to be juicy. Wait till I cut that open and see what I have here. Would you look at that? Pork Wellington is so easy to do. It's delicious. Every person I've ever cooked this for or who has eaten it, they love it. The pork is tender, and you're going to absolutely love it. Would you check this out? Wow. There is my pork Wellington. You're going to love it. Check this out on the website. Appreciate you watching. Pork Wellington, easy to do. See you next time, Cooking by the Creek. Hey everybody, Chef Nino with Cooking by the Creek. I'm so excited to bring you this episode to show you how to cook a pork Wellington. You saw what it looked like after we took it out. It's tender, it's juicy, the bread is crunchy, it's not soggy but not overly done, and that's because the pork loin is on the inside that bread and it's hydrating from the inside out. The bacon is around it, hydrating from the outside in. So you have this wonderful exchange of flavors and moisture that is cooks up delightfully. You're going to love it, and it's so easy to make. Check this out. All right, so we're going to start off with just a baguette or a French bread, and you want to make it about as long as your pork tenderloin. And I'm just going to kind of roughly measure that right there, okay? Now then, what I'm simply going to do is I'm going to just hinge it. I'm not going to cut it in half. I'm just going to cut it deep enough to where I can hinge it open and it hopefully not break. Yes, and then I'm going to put that pork tenderloin right in the middle. Okay, now I'm going to set it aside. Look at that. Boy. Now, I'm going to put some olive oil on there. There. Turn it over. I'm going to get the olive oil all over that. And I'm going to go ahead and put some Chef Nino's Italian seasoning on there. Be generous with it. Rosemary, garlic, sage, thyme, all these are in there in this very low salt. Let me go ahead and trim up some of this pork tenderloin, and we'll save that for another recipe. All right, so there we are. Now what I want to do, I got some fresh rosemary, and I'm just going to generously put that in. You can put as much or as little as you want. I love putting the fresh in there. It's going to taste a lot better that way. This brother rosemary, yes indeed. And I know my friend Bill is watching this at Great Impressions Travel. Let me tell you about Mr. Bill, Great Impressions Travel. He's booked our trips to go to Italy, to go to Cuba, to go to Mexico, Belize. I have used that service over 10 years. Highly recommend our sponsor, Bill, Great Impressions Travel. Go to the website, see what they have to offer. Okay, I never go to those .com travel agencies. You know what I'm talking about? I want to know the person. I have called Bill in another country, and I was in Dubai when I called Bill. I had a problem connecting flight. He answered his phone. Not going to get that on these .com on the internet. Yes, check it out. All right, so this is ready. I'm going to fold that in. I'm going to kind of tuck it in. I'm going to fold it. And I'm just going to set this aside for now. Now, I'm going to cleverly put out my bacon. All right. And I'm just going to lay that bacon on there like this. You might have to hold it down a little bit. Yes. We're just going to drape that bacon around there. All right, now that's wrapped, ready to go. I'm just going to put some Chef Nino's Italian seasoning on it for flavor. And we're going to put that in a preheated 350-degree oven for an hour. Check the temperature, make sure it's 165, and make sure your bacon is crispy. You might have to let it go more or you can put it right there in the black zone like we did. Make sure it's about 350 for an hour. Check it. Put your thermometer in there. Put it on this sheet. Put it right in the oven. And I promise you, you do what I told you to do. Follow the recipe. It's going to come out just like you saw when the episode began. Thank you for watching Cooking by the Creek. Call my friend Bill at Great Impressions Travel. Thank you for watching.